Well, hello everybody. Yeah, we're going back out today. This is the first time in freaking week, 2 weeks, something like that. Fun and freaking games. Fun and freaking games. Got the you see down that big mound dirt, and they put a new sidewalk in right there. Yeah, it's the contract crew redoing our water lines through here. They're going down through doing the concrete work now, which they think everything's hunky-dory and everything else. I went through there just yesterday, took a look at my property, and they're not planning on replacing the sidewalk that goes out from my main sidewalk out to the curb, which is it's BS in my eyes, but it's whatever. I gave the water company a call, because even though they contract out, he got the main responsibility to make sure things are done. And then I'm like, hey, this needs to be formed out, because they're gonna be doing it. I said, we'll take care of it. A week to 10 days, it'll be done. I'm like, okay, whatever. But anyway, I also mentioned it to him that, hey, MuzzleMike, I have, for my gutters and downspouts, I have actually gone into a drain system that goes out to the curb, which most of the houses in my area nowadays, they don't work. They're all dilapidated, and they just don't work. They're filled up with crud and everything else. 10 years ago, I had work being done to my house, and I had new gutters and downspouts put on. And I told them, well, there's no sense putting it in if they don't work. So they ran water down through there to the hose and found out, hey, they worked. So they went ahead and connected everything up like it's supposed to be. And after doing that, they rerouted some of the downspouting. Due to it just wasn't necessary to do like it was originally set up. And I'm like, I left one of the drain openings open, and they were wanting to cap it off. And I was like, no, don't cap that off. What I'll do is use that to flush the system out every couple times, once or twice a year, which I've been doing it probably about twice a year. And make sure that all the crud and everything's all flushed out by using a garden hose. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's not hard to do. Well, they've actually ripped the section out that goes out to the road from the hillside from my house out from underneath the sidewalk, and doesn't look like they're planning on putting it back in. Oh no, I told the water company, no. That you guys do the damage, you guys make me whole. So I don't want anything more than to be made whole. So they said, well, we'll fix that too, which means to replace that, they're going to have to replace a very, very large section of the sidewalk in front of my house along with it. You know what? For once, as long as it gets done, for once it ain't me getting a shaft. For once it ain't me getting a shaft. I guess we'll start this before I even take off. Just out of frustration, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, growing up, I mean, I've always been taught, if you're in line, or whatever, you always follow to the right. That way, if nothing else, follow to the right. You know what I mean? Look at how we drive up and down the roads on the right-hand lane. Coming out of the store, this happens more often than not. Come out of the store, you get this get the person that is like, well, they're all over the place, and they're coming right at you. There's no place to go to the right. You should go to shoot to the left. They dance with you. I was like, geez, oh man, I don't want a dancing partner. My body isn't up for dancing. Especially if it's a dude. It was like, geez, oh man, I don't want a dancing partner. Then, I mean, it's like, file to the right. Like, people. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't doubt that's everywhere around the world. I mean, it's just a standard around wherever I live. Wherever I live. It's like, oh, geez, oh, man. Next week, I'll be going down to see the DM, District Magistrate. I'm getting that straightened out. The judge. I'm getting the garbage ticket straightened out. I mean, I don't know where the city's sharing this getting their BS from. Other information on, I know it's not from the garbage company. I already called them up a few times actually and talked to them, and they said no, nobody's contacted us. I'm like, okay, let's just shoot down that road. And I'm like, okay, they're not getting information that way. But yeah, if the garbage company take picking it up, I guess somebody is stealing my garbage because it was just stolen just yesterday. It's all fun and games. It's all fun and games. You just gotta play it, I guess. Just gotta play it. I was late on the freaking hangout, so I didn't really show up. It was after Dante actually clicked off the going offline. But I came up last night. I was having a little bit of troubles with my Android devices, but I got it taken care of. And we were talking, and I was brought up about motor oils and motorcycles. And I'm like, oh jeez. I mean, this is an age-old debate, if I ever heard of one. I mean, you ask one person one thing, you get you ask another person another thing, you get different answers all the way around. But my personal opinion, the opinions there, is if your bike's been broken in on it, a certain weight and everything, run it. If you're going to go with Dyno Juice, I mean, Dyno oil is, I mean, it does its job. Is there advantages for the synthetics? Yes, there actually is. But if you're, I mean, it really depends on your riding style and so on. It really does. If you want to see the benefits, you got to watch out for the oils though, for your wet clutches. You gotta watch out for that. But I mean, if you're anal and you're changing way before the recommended change time, I'm talking about every let's say 2,000 miles. And if you're doing that, it's like it's not going to be a big deal. Just run Dyno oil. Myself, I tend to run synthetic. That's because I change my oil between 3,000 and 5,000 miles, and I say 3 to 5. That's 2,000 miles there. That's a big gap, and that depends on what's going on in my life. If I'm going to be able to get to it in time. And the Dyno oil actually, the synthetics actually lets me be able to do that, because I can get up to 9,000 miles out of my oil, out of the synthetic I was told. I don't know if I'd trust that or not, but it's what it says. But you do pay quite a bit more for the synthetic, and that's got a way into it. And everybody has their own beliefs and whatnot what they like to use, what's in their comfort zone, you know. And mine, oil's oil in my eyes. As long as you go by the right weight of oil, and that weight of oil can be different from, say, from area to area. And you got to look at the owner manuals and see it. I mean, what is good in my area might not be good in your area. So you gotta look at that too. And what's good in your area might not be good in mine. So I mean, that's one of the things I ran into dilemma with the goat whenever I got her, because I knew what Navy Thomas 8 put in her back when, and I'm like, well, okay, she ran beautiful, and then I ran out for like a year or two, and then I turned around and I started really getting into what I was doing. You have a light out, dude. You're from Indiana. Indiana's don't have inspections. It doesn't matter. So it was like, so I started thinking of heavy about the oils, and so as long as you stick with motorcycle oil, I mean, that's the main thing, really. You don't want to go too heavy or too light. That's another thing. But I knew how heavy he went, and I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, well, let me look it up what Kawasaki recommends, and I went with that, and I looked at my area, what would work in my area, and then I found out what oil I was going to use. But yet, I run synthetic in all my stuff. Heck, my lawnmowers even run synthetic, which is not needed. It's by far not needed. But it's like, well, why not? I'm buying synthetic for everybody. I'm like Oprah Winfrey. Synthetic for everybody. Synthetic for you. Synthetic for you. Synthetic for her. It. Whatever. Yeah, even whatever gets synthetic. So, but that is just me. And I'm not going to say that it is so much noticeable, so much better than dyno oil, except for in cars. My SUV showed to me that it was actually better for it, because that vehicle loves synthetic. Because how I found that out was, I went through and I looked at several SUVs, same make, same models, and I couldn't get over how quiet mine was. And mine was used, and I'm like, well, why is it so quiet, much quieter than its twin, you know? And they said, well, that's because the first owner put full synthetic oil in it. So you could do the same thing with any of them. This is just what they like. This make a model likes. Like, okay, that's cool. Like, good to know. So I just continue running synthetic. I found the receipt that they used for the oil in the glove box, so I knew exactly which weight they used, even down to the brand. And I went ahead and I didn't get the exact brand, but I got the exact weight for it, and full synthetic, and went ahead and used that. And I have had no troubles with my SUV. Granted, it only has, well, 69,000 miles on it, which is nothing. And but it is 12 years old. Which, I mean, to me, not enough miles is worse than, not a whole lot of miles is worse than having too many miles. Because vehicles are made to run. They're made to ride. They're made to enjoy. They're made to get our butts around. I don't care how big and fat they are, or how skinny they are. But yeah, that's my thoughts on oil. It's MuzzleMike. Hope you all have a great week. Signing out.